Oh yeah, we
blowing up the
fucked that
city.
town up, didn't we?
The tower.
Oh, yeah, you made it. Did I add a crater to the map?
No.
I think
Yeah,
crater would be
now.
appropriate.
Right there.
Ah.
Like a 25-mile crater. No, it's not. It's like a 5-mile crater.
It's a big hole in the ground. We made that.
This is
I don't know,
ours.
something happened. Weird.
We did this.
Oh,
So
shit.
then you guys took a magic train over here. And there you were supposed to meet with Vendatu and develop a plan. Vendatu's the general of the Northern Army.
How do you draw circles?
What?
You hold down the.
Oh, Alt. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I found it.
What are you drawing? Where are
You could
you?
also just freehand.
Oh shit! I have to. Oh no.
What?
Alright, screw it. I was gonna make it into a crater by making it just darker,
Sorcerer instead.
like an actual crater.
Or someone who doesn't have to pretend.
Well, think about it. Hey, how did you do that mode? I forgot. Oh, you just hold Alt. This is so stupid.
He just said.
Yeah.
It literally was just a conversation about how.
It's a 13.2 millimeter.
Mile.
Oh, mile.
That's not.
Suddenly, it's a 300-mile crater.
Cast destroyed.
Congratulations, you've destroyed approximately half of Cass.
No, there's a snake. A very, very big snake.
Oh, and yeah, because you guys remember that the boy was in the realm of saints.
That seems like a thing that happened, yes.
That's where you found out. Like, I think it was Lolth that answered that question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was it?
Probably.
No, we definitely didn't talk to Lolth ever.
So you were gonna go there,
We do.
and then go. So inside my maybe dream, you were supposed to go get the boy from the realm of saints. And then you were supposed to bring him back, and then you were gonna go over. Well, you were gonna go through all this nonsense, and then pop out and attack Fort Varen. Or you could have gone through and attacked Fort Yaviri.
Well, I thought there was also a contingent of them that wanted to like do counter terrorism basically in the other country.
Well, they were going to take this to stop the supply line, and then
like invade.
Yeah, and then invade Silnorth.
Back.
You guys are a long ways away to any sort of meaningful city.
Well, it looks like there's a good-sized train hub just on the Silnorth side.
Yeah, but 80% of Silnorth's population is inside their gigantic mega city.
Because everything else is death and pain.
No,
I mean, that's fine.
But just rolling green hillsides.
Oh, this is not Space Australia.
I mean,
No.
okay.
Space Australia.
We just need to lie our way through, and that's fine. I can do that.
Well, I don't know how anyone would stop a flying dwarf dragon train.
No, I meant like if we don't actually take the flying train, because.
Oh, we are not leaving this flying train.
Okay, so.
Why would you leave the flying train?
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a dumb idea. Let's just stay on the flying train. It's magic.
It is magic.
You have to go through and repair spells.
Oh my god.
And armored. All we need to do is strap guns to it, and like we win.
I'm just gonna say I don't think you ever gave us a name for the dragon, so I'm renaming the dragon.
No, the dragon did have a name.
No, it doesn't matter because the dragon is now Miss Peggy.
Miss Peggy?
That's the name.
No,
Mr.
it's not the magic school bus.
Thank you.
They both had names.
It was
Frizzle. That's Frizzle. Who is this Peggy? I don't know, but Miss Frizzle.
Why did I think it was Peggy?
Because I said Peggy.
Why
You
didn't
got
you
what I
say?
meant. We just didn't
both
know right.
said it was Peggy. It's the Mandela
You're
effect.
both the worst. More at 11.
I think you guys just changed reality on us when we weren't paying attention.
Oh yes, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it?
The world is straight.
The world is a
There
flat.
are several things that people are super convinced of. I can't remember.
What does that mean? What is the world is straight?
I don't know. It's world straight edge.
The world is dark and full of terrors.
Little company. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
Nah.
I guess we could just go to the realm of saints.
Wow.
So there's two options. You guys can plunder the realm of saints, the holy land of Cass, and
Yes.
then that means you guys could get some loot. But also you're plundering the holy realm. Otherwise, it may, depending on what you do, it may be mostly safe just to go and pick up the boy.
Okay. To be clear, we are not plundering. As a divine follower, we are utilizing these resources
If
to
you're opening the
protect
tomb and taking stuff out,
to
You want-
protect the tombs and everything else, because if we don't, then Cass will come and desecrate everything. So we are taking everything and utilizing it to defend it, and then putting everything back when we're done.
I'm not
British up until that last time.
entirely sure the gods will agree with that.
I am a cleric-ish being.
And I'm a monk.
I will throw both of you off of this magical train.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just go get the boy and leave.
That was my plan.
And not mess with the fucking gods any more than we have to.
That seems like the most straightforward option.
I
Okay,
like
we should-
straightforward.
We should kill the gods. They seem like too much hassle.
Says the monk.
Yeah, I feel like the character would not agree with that.
The monk doesn't worship a god.
Yeah, the monk thinks the gods interrupt his meditation.
Yes.
Okay.
My meditation of boxing practice.
He believes in reaching heaven through a different means.
Punching.
Getting rid of the
Slashing
gods that are
people.
there, and then there's a vacancy.
Exactly.
Reaching enlightenment through punching.
One of the main reasons to
So
have
Tiamat's coming back. We obviously just need to train our god killing skills, so when Tiamat comes back, it won't be a big deal.
It was like a Tidor focused thing. So maybe we'll just have Tidor just wander off inside the realm of saints and never be seen again. Because like Yurt the Digger is a story in Cass where like there's just this half elf that was just kind of ignored because he was weird. Kind of like Tidor. And he would just go mining all the time, and then orcs invaded and he just came out and he killed them all. And then he went back to mining. And then he just became a folk hero. He would just wander around and defeat roving bands of orcs with a giant pickaxe. That's all. You know.
Bless you.
I mean, apart from the giant pickaxe thing, that does sound like Tidor.
Well, he also became immortal because something about stones.
Oh, I know. I got this.
Immortal.
So there's that folklore story is Tidor, and his means of becoming immortal is basically looping his life. So he never dies, but he repeats the same life over and over again.
I
Or
mean, that sounds like strictly worse than just dying.
But
Because that means you get to die many times.
no. Like he basically warps back inside without dying. Like he just like vanishes and starts at a like he was never born. He's just like a perpetual paradox.
I mean,
or
that also sounds worse.
killed by a dragon, and that's how he died. And it's not Tidor. He did die. His soul was previously used to like reincarnate to fight a big battle. So
Says you. What would you know?
You're right. Yeah. Not my job. So without Tidor, like I'm not even gonna do the Realm of Saints kind of thing at all. We're just gonna say you go there. It's this lovely. I mean, it's nestled inside all these like nooks and crannies of like when you see a desert that has just been rained on and then it starts to dry up and all those cracks form like those little giraffe pattern shapes. That's what this land looks like, except all those cracks go way down. And inside those cracks are where the realm of saints and other burial sites are, and they're made out of dragon bone and white marble, and are powered by these little electrical orbs. And I really don't think you should plunder it. It'd be bad for you.
Fine.
What are you doing, Blaine?
I'm just looking at my spells. I don't even know what's going on, truthfully.
I know. Tidor's gonna wander off here.
Oh, so do I get to like roll up a new character?
Sure, if you want to roll up a new character.
What level of characters?
What level of character are they?
8,
What levels are you
9,
guys?
12. We're 12. We're level 12.
12? This
We're all level 19.
They're not.
32.
I'm like 90%.
Oh no, I looked at that the wrong way around. We're all level 91.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Of course. Just start looking at all the classes and see what you want to be.
We're all 9 level 1s put together.
I'm pretty sure we're level 7.
8.
I think we're meant to be level 8, but I haven't actually leveled up or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Whenever we finish the last full mission.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Which is why I said 8 first.
Says 7 on it, so let's go with that.
Mine says 8.
I've got my current experience down as 54,200, and next level is 5,100. So.
Okay, so then
I've got my experience is 42,000.
You did record experience.
No, 42,000's old.
What did we do the session before that?
You defeated all the people.
Yeah, that was when we punched the really big thing and made the deal and ran away. And met the train.
Can I just be a witch? I know how to be a witch.
You can be a witch if you want.
There's not too much overlap before.
And then we all agreed that the train was rad as fuck.
Trying to do team comp stuff, you know.
Just want to look at magical classes?
Oh yeah, isn't that what they need?
Yeah, they do need a magic person.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Do we really need a magic person?
Yeah, I kind of balanced a lot of this based on the fact that Tidor can do various buffs and movements.
There's a game called
I can just punch things harder.
I did find these bullets that also cast spells.
Exactly.
Games.
Do you want to be a
I
magus?
have a big sword and magic bow.
Looking at it.
A magus is a spellcaster that imbues a signature weapon.
Close range spells and stuff.
Yeah, touch range spells get all up in there. Oh, so when you guys find the boy,
Boy.
he's actually got a bunch of attendants that were. So there's a big door where a bunch of attendants of the Dragon's Tooth, which are people in big armor made out of dragon scale, and they are petrified.
Like literally.
Literally petrified,
Not
as
just
in
like,
made of stone now. And they are standing in front of the door, and they seem to have been blocking something. You guys can try and push past them. Oh, you guys are. I should explain what the room looks like. You guys are in a big circular room. It's about 120 feet across. There are false. It's a domed ceiling. About at its highest, I would probably say about 50 feet tall. And there are fake stars all along, and the sky seems to be moving ever so slightly. It's being supported by large, white columns that are etched with like symbols of dragons and showing kind of the history of caste like dragon riders and the founding of the council and all that stuff that no one really cares about. And the room is very well lit. There are braziers all around the outside. The stars are very bright. There's a big moon in the sky. All the stone gives off a faint, soft glow. And there are 12 entrances, like a clock going all the way around. To orient it better, let's say you guys came from 6, and the big door with the people who are petrified in front of it, is at 12.
I need to find ones that don't need to prepare this. Something that doesn't need to prepare this spell. That's what I want.
Sorcerer. Do you want to be a bard?
No, fucking bards do nothing. I hate them. So,
Oh, I love bards. I need you guys to do stuff if we're gonna play.
Well, it sounds like we should check out the petrified guards.
That would be a great starting position. You can roll. I'm not going to make you roll a perception check. It's not like these things are hiding from you. You can do a study. You can do like an intelligence check, a wisdom check, a spellcrafting check. You can obviously tell that these people are not supposed to be made of stone. Something happened.
Mm-hmm.
There's magic afoot.
A magic nation.
We asked Tidor.
Tidor's gone. Oh,
Where'd Tidor go?
Tidor has to leave later.
okay.
Yes, we asked Tidor.
I can play Tidor.
Or Tidor is watching the stuff.
You know what? I first even need to choose what kind of gift.
Yeah, you can just take your time. This is supposed to be chill and relaxing because and I need something like that. Intelligence check.
Am I intelligent? I forget how intelligent I am. I'm reasonably
Intelligence or wisdom? Mine are both the same, so yeah.
I am more intelligent than I
Are
am
you
wise.
sure we can't use a charisma check?
I mean, you can.
Oh, a strength check.
No, do not break the statues.
I am pretty smart.
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 That's Marky.
Okay.
I super forgot that cat folk have a -2 to wisdom.
What is the DC for diplomacy with the statues?
I'll tell you,
Infinite.
it's more than 5.
Or it could just be 0.
That's fine. Is it more than 40?
Yes.
Okay, then I can't get it without spells.
So,
What even is your charisma?
Yes.
Is it just a big red button that says pass charisma check?
it's actually green.
It's actually just a picture of a pretty face.
So Raz and Hren, you both go over there and you're looking around, and you notice that like there's like a dust cloud that seems to have settled around them. You don't hear any sort of heartbeat. They're not spongy. They're completely made of stone. You can kind of like reach in between their armor and feel, and it seems that like they're made stone through and through. It's not just like a surface level thing. I imagine one of you stick your finger in their ears. That seems like something Raz would do.
I definitely poke all of their noses.
Boop. You also
Boop, and all the statues.
you also notice that there's you can kind of follow the dust, the faint dust back, and it seems to have come from a single point almost in the middle of the room. It seems to have come back from like a cone.
Okay.
Like something breathed on them.
It could have been a breath attack, but the line seems to be like it's not like whooshed. It seems to be very solid lined. Like there's not a lot of variance in it besides what you assume is you moving around inside of it.
So it's
So it's
either
like
a
almost
very
that-
well controlled breath.
Like
Or
the
not a
area
breath.
itself was turned to stone, or like dust particles, just poof, stoned.
So the gaze
so
attack.
There's probably an area of effect petrification spell. I don't know magic.
Tidor would agree.
that you don't know magic.
Tidor, yes, Tidor agrees. You don't know magic.
Tidor agreed. Yells from the back and is like, "Are you okay?" Tidor, yes.
Oh dear.
Tidor is now the Hulk.
Tidor, no.
Tidor smash!
And then he breaks his hands on the rock because he's got a strength of like 8.
Okay, let me flip this up.
So did you say they looked like they were standing guard at the door, or trying to go in it, or what?
They're actually throwing their bodies up against the door and trying to seem to
Okay.
block the so they like seem to be defending it.
Hmm.
Gingerbread witch?
This is an official Pathfinder archetype of witch.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Witch archetypes, Lazio.
This is why I don't want you in my serious campaign. I forgot entirely. Blaine, your options to play.
I am all about this.
Witch stuff.
Or you can be.
I am the cook.
Oh no.
It's not even. I'm just looking through things that are literally on the PFSRD that aren't even third-party things. That's not my fault. The gingerbread witch. Shit.
You can also be a desert elf, which have
Why can't I do
Arab and sort of influences Egyptian.
it? Okay, so all my candy will have a lot of cardamom.
Yeah, I don't see the issue with this.
I know you don't, Gunner.
She has a tricky treat text.
Oh, no. Keep looking.
Do witches get familiars? Because
Keep that page open, but keep looking.
if witches
That's
get
my-
familiars, I found Blaine's familiar.
Is
You
it,
literally make a familiar out of gingerbread. That's the part. That's the whole thing.
I mean, I linked Mongo from Shrek 2, so
Yeah, that's basically it.
okay, so
Anyway, keep going.
now you guys can make
Sorry.
perception checks or any sort of other various
Okay.
checks you want. Gunner, I guess, all Gunner and Friend, you're both beefy boys. You can try moving the stone statues if you want.
let's hold off on moving them just yet so we don't damage them.
I mean, they seem pretty solid.
Have you dropped a statue before?
No.
They shatter.
Well, then we don't drop them. Seems easy enough.
How do you unpetrify someone? Is there a stone to flesh spell? I know there's a flesh to stone spell.
There is
Brent
a stone flesh
is too
spell.
busy distracted by Raz booping the noses.
I'm just
Bryn
going
has
around.
found that one of them has
It looked very cute.
a large. One of them has a very large greatsword made out of dragon bone, and you're like, I don't want this. Give it.
Please don't break their fingers off.
Lily.
Yes.
Who's the other person? It's just Lily. Okay, so Lily, you hear. Hold on.
Now this one's gingerbread witch.
You hear something that sounds like this. No, I can't do it with that. That's not rough enough. There. Like that. It seems to be coming from around the sides of the room. It just seems to be a constant, like, sliding motion, like, and then it stops, and then it goes again.
Okay.
mechanical action inside the walls.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to not be regular enough for that.
Maybe someone's pushing statues around.
It could be that. Something is definitely sliding against the floor. The rats in the wall? The rats in the wall. We're not doing Lovecraft this time.
I can't be evil, right?
No, you can't.
All right. So what are the other doors are all kind of plain empty
Must be
at the
dragon.
moment from the outside of the room.
Massive buffs. What'd you say, Turk?
The other doors are all fairly empty, plain. There's just one big door and then something in front of the big door.
They all have stone doors with mechanical hinges that kind of make it easy to push them. And some of them are open, some of them are closed, some are partway open.
Do they only push out?
Yes, they only push out.
Okay, let's not get trapped.
Okay.
That was to everyone else.
Not getting trapped is a good thing, yes.
I mean, I guess. Gunnar, what's your character's name again? Hans?
Hans Punchman.
Hans Punchman, yes. I guess Hans can always just break a door if we need to get back in.
I am pretty good at that, yes.
The doors are about 5 inches thick of stone, marble.
So about 4 inches too thin.
Yeah.
I can take that.
You need to make a pretty beefy sunder check, which you can make.
We could also use one of these statues to wedge it open.
Yeah.
Unless they're like fused to the floor or something. That'd be annoying.
That's not a class.
Or we could, I mean, they don't really need their feet, do they? We can just, like,
Chop
pop them off.
Feet are fairly important for walking.
Wait,
Itself weighs around 400 pounds. That's just. That's what. Do you guys remember what Captain Roberts' character was? In two campaigns ago.
a little.
No.
Brandon.
Yes, the solid wall of steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more or less what these. They're the same sort of division as he was from. They have 480 pounds of armor.
Okay, so that's, what, a heavy load for me?
So you could carry one of them.
And then I can put it down and carry another one.
What is it?
I could probably carry one too.
I absolutely probably can't.
I forget
I
all
could
the
probably carry like a foot.
Do you want to be a desert elf?
I can at most carry 350. But I can
Yeah.
push 875, so that's good.
Yeah, but then you'd be all down for plunders.
I can push 431. So I can, if I try, push one of these. Maybe.
No, you're not calculating in the weight of the person or the weight of anything else.
Oh, it's just 450. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
The cook people.
It's in there, Blaine. Gross. Blaine wants to cook people.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks.
No, Blaine. The worm witch is cool. Worm witch is like perfect.
Yeah.
But why be a worm witch when you can be a gingerbread witch?
I know. That is my feeling. Exactly.
Okay, well, when we run another silly campaign, you can be a gingerbread witch.
Much more fun to play.
A gingerbread witch would work in this campaign.
No, it wouldn't.
She's literally a cook. Like, she literally makes candies for people that act as potions.
Yeah.
An active healer other than was tied to her, but mostly the healer.
No, the
Okay.
fucking you have an oracle.
Oh, okay.
Oracle
Yeah.
can do lots.
But we could always use more healing.
Yeah, she has confection comes, right? And then she also can, she can cook.
What are the Okay, just send me the benefits for both, and we'll look them over and figure out which one you want.
I mean, I know which one I
We'll
want.
figure out which one I'm going to allow you to be. This is a very dragon-centric. The whole, like, the big bad is the goddess of evil dragons is trying to be resurrected. Like,
and how better to take on such a beast than in a giant gingerbread mecha?
With the train at the head.
Boy, giant gingerbread mecha dragon.
Powered by the train.
Exactly.
Of course.
The train is the head. It's just like, oh, this stuff.
So you're
So
making
like
a
that-
gingerbread fucking Voltron is what you're saying.
Yes.
Or we modify the train so instead of placing track, it just builds gingermen armies.
No.
It's the natural progression of this campaign.
Unnatural progression.
I mean, the second you invited Blaine in, it kind of is.
Oh, I guess you're right.
I would play it so straight, I promise.
But it doesn't matter how straight you're playing it when you're a fucking witch that summons gingerbread armies.
But she's a cook. She's a cook in the army. She was a cook and now she's a witch.
Maybe she was always a witch.
Well, maybe she was always a witch, but they needed a cook, and so now she's a gingerbread witch.
You have some logic, but that's not enough.
Maybe the gingermen are powered by the souls of the people that died around her. Because dark.
Gingerbread dragons.
Ginger dragons?
Do this. I need you to be something a little bit more serious. I already allowed. Okay, I allowed Gunner to be a guy that his name is Hans Punchman, and that's about as silly as I'm allowing this campaign. Okay. Scraping noise.
Yes.
You guys are debating whether or not to move the people. There's floating disc or anything like that. I have grease. I can grease the floor underneath them.
But then we have no footing.
That is true, but they'll slide really easily.
So will we.
Well, can you center it so that it doesn't affect?
I can push pretty good.
Well, the problem is you'd have to like kind of side push, so you couldn't really get a good push on it anyway. So unless we had some kind of rail system so that we could stand on the walkways like a catwalk and then push those on.
You're saying we need rails.
Damn it.
We had some sort of machine that could just generate such rails.
That's one way to get through a door.
I have magical train straight into the fucking realm of saints.
Okay, so what Tidor does, there's 4 guards. Tidor picks the one that looks most leaderly, has the biggest helmet, and casts Reduce Person on it. And so now...
Are there any like broken rocks that we can just like wedge in the door to keep it from closing instead of a statue?
Yes, there's lots. There's little bits of flying all around.
That probably were people at one point in the distant past.
So you now have a small chess figure, I guess.
Don't think Reduced Person goes that small.
Doesn't it make them? You can make it tiny.
Yeah, I thought it only reduced by a single level. But what the hell do I know?
Well, you can also stack it.
I suppose that would work.
Does that? Can you stack it? It may not be able to be stacked.
Nope. Multiple magical effects reduce size, do not stack.
No. I just wanted to make a bunch of chest-sized people.
Well, now they're jumbo novelty-sized.
I mean,
chess
maybe
pieces.
Tidor, in his like quest for not dying, immortality, has gained access to a spell that is super reduced person.
Okay, so dividing its weight by 8. So now 500 and what is it? 600 pounds divided by 8.
So now it's about twice as tall as me and still weighs 2 to 3 times as much.
Yes. Well, that means that I can cast it on each of them.
How long does it last? It only lasts a minute per level, so
It can last 8 minutes.
unless we're planning on leaving, like, I feel like, I don't know.
Well, we can at least move them out of the way.
Yes, safely.
Which I
Yes,
think
that's
was
true.
the entire point here.
Okay, yeah. We can, like, I guess set them out towards the entrance.
Yeah.
And you want to wedge one of the doors open with them?
Hopefully not with them. If we can find other things to wedge the door with. I would like to not have the door close in such force that it magically breaks anything in front of it and therefore kills one of the petrified people permanently.
I'm just going to blow a lot of Tidor spells.
That's fine.
So he's also going to cast Stone Shape on the door that you guys came out of. So the door is now just stuck permanently open.
Yay!
Okay. Now I have half my spells.
Here we go.
Okay, so you guys can try opening up the big doors now. I assume you wish to.
Yeah.
May
May as well just try giving it a shove to start with.
It opens.
Oh, they're quite heavy doors.
Give me a strength check.
Did the... Oh, already here he did. Did the figures have any logos or insignias or anything like that on them? Discern maybe who they were other than just dragon guards?
Yeah. They're royal guards.
Okay.
They have Randon's crest on them. So
Can I make a history check to see if I recognize either, maybe not them, but like what they were doing here mission-wise, et cetera, et cetera?
they are always with a royal member.
Okay, so are these ones that were like sent, that were like, this looks like it happened recently, or is this something that happened a while ago?
Well, this crest didn't exist more than 50 years ago.
Okay.
Because Randon came back and reestablished the royal line. So.
Okay, so here he is. Okay, gotcha.
Huh. That was
was sure nice.
Why didn't I add them all together?
Because you rolled 40-20.
I just needed them separate. Oh, I'm also not doing this GM rolls. Oopsies.
Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it.
Who takes 48 damage?
No one takes 40. Those don't matter. Just ignore those. So you guys,
Probably not important.
I need a strength check to open the door.
Gingerbread, which is
I did one.
Yeah.
23.
Oh shit! They eat people, Blaine. Of course they're evil.
the evil people that they eat.
23 strength check.
Yes, I need a strength check. The doors are about 20 feet tall. You didn't fall for my trap. Kind of like push on the door, and it just opens slightly. Just like it's weighted in some way that it seems to take no resistance to push it open. You think you may have actually been able to open it if you breathed hard enough on it.
Well balanced door. I like it.
I wanted to like slam on the door and just have it be like bam bam and smack you in the face.
So what do we see?
Oh, you see there is a large statue of
A large statue of a fuck?
Of a fuck.
I thought this was going to be that kind of campaign.
Well, it is now. Everybody get naked.
Okay. Done.
Way ahead of you.
I mean, I am a cat person, so...
I forgot the guy's name. Hold on one second. Dude. Okay, so it's an orc. And it is a guy that it's like a large statue. It's about 20 feet tall, and he has one hand. It seems to be crackling with lightning. The other one either seems to be looks to be fire or ice, and he seems to be punching the head of a giant dragon.
Are these statues?
Yes, these are all statues.
Okay.
And he's frozen, and so the guy himself is like 20 feet tall. The dragon seems to be coming in from the side of the room, and there's some writing on the thing. It says, "This is Aztec." And what's his last name? Rolk. First Sentinel, Slayer of Tiamat, and it says talk. That's the screen. There we go. And in front of him, there is a boy sitting down on the ground, and he seems to have been turned into, like you can see him, he's encased in a crystal that is glowing ever so slightly and pulsing like boop, 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 boop. It's much easier to explain things with hands. Who can sense?
Well, we probably want to check for spell stuff on him.
I need everyone to make a knowledge arcana check.
Do I even have that? Probably not.
You can use just a intelligence check otherwise.
Yeah, because I am not trained in that.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Right, Blaine?
3!
Whoop.
I go up and I boop him on the nose.
You sneeze.
Wait, what?
Like
I boop him on the nose again?
Sneeze again.
Friend, you guys you feel like a chill. Lily, this area is like overflowing in magical energy. And you can kind of pinpoint its location. It seems to be coming from this, there's a large dais that this is the statue's on top of, and you assume that's where the guy is buried, and it's still exuding magical energy. You actually feel like you're stronger. Anything you cast, even though you cast divine magic, it seems to be some sort of mixture between divine and arcane. Hans, you're like, yeah, I can punch the shit out of everything here.
Well, I always feel like that.
Yeah, but now you're so confident that you think you could do twice as much punching with half as many hands.
That's a lot of punching.
And if you didn't have half as many hands, you do 4 times as much punching.
Good lord, that's a lot of punching, though.
Are you gonna make an Excel character sheet?
I'm downloading this. I have another Pathfinder character.
Is that what it's called?
Because it has, yeah, that's what it's called. But it's Yafakig.
That's actually a good one.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to do it back to this one. Am I doing point by?
Yeah. Plus you get two ability score increases.
Standard fantasy?
Yeah, Gunner. If you want to do twice as much punching, the muscles you got to work are in your forearms.
Just 2 standard.
Good to know.
So the boy is sitting in front of you. He's encased in a crystal. He is sitting, so he's this tall. So remember, this boy's only 8. He's about 4-something feet tall. He's taller than Lily.
The 4-year-old is taller than you. How does this make you feel?
8-year-old. Thank you very much.
You probably imagine that this, with all the crystal included, he's probably weighs around 200 pounds, and you could pick him up if you wanted to. But he's heavy.
Some of us could pick him up.
I
Yeah.
don't want to pick him up. I'm not a strongman.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
You just-
Well,
you
yeah,
have
unless there's something Tidor can do to uncrystal. Unbox him.
a break enchantment. Do I have that? That'd be useful. That'd be a good spell to know. I didn't use it that much, Blaine. Okay.
Although it might be easier just to carry him back to the train and do it there anyway.
Yeah.
Possibly safer? Who knows? This is magic stuff.
Open, close, arcane mark, prestidigitation. I can summon monsters. And he's got like a wide array of spells.
It's almost like he's a level 8 wizard.
Yeah, but like he's like trying to take every witch thing. No, I don't have anything that can break him out. You think he can just probably... It seems like the crystal is actually made of ice. Like as you're picking it up, it kind of get wet, and your hand starts to kind of stick to it.
So just 4 him out then. Well,
yeah.
Take him back to the train.
Okay, so what's your AC? No reason.
17.
Your AC is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I need to get this one over here, and then this one right here. Doop, doop. I love that whoop. You're good. An arrow flies right by you. It seems to be dripping with something.
Where did it come from?
It seems to come from up above.
Oh, good. No one checked for traps.
Have a quick look around.
No, I was thinking we should probably check for traps.
As was I, but
I will note, though, that neither of you actually checked for traps.
to be fair, I was going to wait to see if anyone else not looked for traps, but waited a little bit longer, because I think I would literally just be like, finally fucking found him. God damn it. And I'm like, oh, right, traps.
No. This is there's a snake archer. It's got the body of a snake. Like the lower torso of a snake with like
they do not shoot snakes.
Oh, the lame kind of snake archer.
Yeah, the lame. It's also got a big mask on, and a large masterwork bow that is firing.
Are these evil creatures?
Well,
I guess creature check.
You may just have to make a character by your hand. By your hand alone.
Fuck that!
So you don't know. You'd have to make some sort of check on it on your turn. But right now I need an initiative.
Nope. I remember everyone to click on your thing. We don't have things.
We don't have things to click.
That's alright, I got you, boys.
We are thingless.
Let's do this.
There's a button for initiative. There it is.
Why is Hans on there already? I didn't see a roll.
I haven't rolled yet.
You were on there, though.
I saw.
That's because it was left over from last time.
You were the only one left over from last time. Core.
I guess I was shocked by the sudden error.
Oh, right. I remember. I have such a good initiative. Oh, hey, I actually rolled well.
I did not roll very well.
I rolled extremely well.
Yes, you did.
Considering my +4 to Dex.
Okay, Hans got natural 20, for a total of 24.4. Lily got a 15. About as good as she can do. Razzle Dazzle got a 10.04. That is
Not great.
better. Friend. Okay. I'll just say that you're held down because you were, deaf. And this one's Happy Fun Time. Wow.
You're not DM rolling again.
I know. I just gave up with it. I could go get my dice, but I'm like, eh. And if I do this, then I don't get the whoop sound.
I do like the whoop sound.
It's fun. Wait, this thing has +6.
Yes.
Who?
No ghost before friend.
Oh,
You go first.
I imagine it would have a high dex.
It is
So-
currently wrapped around one of the columns and is firing from near the top of the roof.
How tall is the roof?
The total roof is 50 feet up. It is over to the side, so it's only 35 feet up.
Okay.
It is about 60 feet away from you. A little bit closer. It'd be about 55 feet.
Lily,
Over to the
you
left.
want to do the fastball special?
I am not doing get help.
Who do you throw with the fastball special? Do you throw Raz?
Well, I mean, Raz would probably make more sense. Lily's just easier to throw.
Okay, what is Lily?
Raz, want to do the fastball special?
Tempted to ask if I could use a hero point to out of turn summon water on Han's head. Again.
Hub's got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. The column that this snake friend is wrapped around. How
He says
thick
go and
is-
he says go ahead and throw him.
Okay.
The column is about 1 foot thick of intricately ornate marble.
So I could center it, but it would probably take a couple turns.
You could probably, no, it is under a lot of pressure. You probably could break it if you roll well.
On the other hand, I could throw hub at this guy.
You could, but I'm gonna have to. I'll make you hold your turn until Raz's turn.
So punch column or throw Raz. Any votes?
Well, Raz can shoot really good, but not up close.
Yeah. So punch column it is.
Are you gonna punch column, or are you just gonna charge straight into it?
Charge straight into it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Headbutt damage.
How many columns are there in this room?
About 60. There's a column like in the cardinal directions, like every 15 feet from it.
So missing one column should hopefully not do too much damage.
You think? Oh, yeah, it should be structurally sound.
Yes. All right. One thing I just want to check first. If I knew what my stupid things were. Oh, just roll it.
Whoop. You get twice the damage for sundering.
Sure. So that'd be 32. No, 34.
34. Okay, so you knock a huge chunk out of the pillar. I'm just gonna get my dice. I don't want you to see what kind of dice it has.
That doesn't look like you threw me.
No, I decided to just charge the pillow instead, knock it down.
He decided to let our one main ranged character stay at ranged.
You're no fun.
Next round.
I'm sure there'll be future situations in which I can throw you.
You'd also be a summoner if you want, Blaine. Okay. Okay, so the pillar collapses under the strain that it's under. You knocked about half of it out. The pressure does the rest. It falls down. You take 1d4 points of damage of rocks hitting your head. You take 3 points.
Okay.
Also, there's a giant snake, and now you can see it's a lady in front of you.
I didn't see you there.
You did. She's on top of you. I guess you need to make a
Pinky?
dexterity save.
Oh my!
A reflex save. Or you can just catch her. I mean, you could also just do that.
I mean, I like the sound of that too.
I mean, you can either try and dodge her or grab her.
I'll do old reflex, but I wanted to grab her then, if that's an option.
Okay, then do that.
So that'd be CMB. Oh.
Yes. This is sounding far more sexy than it should.
And natural 1.
Well, not that sexy.
She lands on your head, and you are now unconscious.
You're now prone on the ground with a large snake body on top of you.
This is still sounding sexy.
It does kind of sound pretty sexy. A bull man and a snake lady walk into a bar. Okay, so the next person's turn is Lily's.
It was a pool, not a bar. Or a pillar. Anyway, sorry.
Everyone's like,
okay.
Yeah, I never get why you wouldn't want to be a summoner, because then you can make a silly thing.
It's not made out of gingerbread, so it is.
Okay.
So, and I'm not seeing anything else.
No, it just seems to be this one person.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and make that. I guess this would be a nature check.
Okay.
To try and find out information. Did I not boop?
Oh, because
There we go, boop.
Okay. So this is a type of gorgon.
sounds good.
Um, they're not all necessarily evil, just the vast majority of them. And they are intelligent. Well, what else can be said? This one doesn't have a head full of snakes yet.
Which is probably a good thing, since I can make pretty good guess as to what petrified the guys outside now.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know. I think they just had us some bad food.
She's got a mask on right now. It's like a ceramic mask of just two eyes.
Okay. Skill checks are standard actions, right? Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go over.
I guess you can also do like the relative strength of them. I mean, it's a medium monstrous humanoid, and it can see really far, and is very perceptive and kind of sneaky.
It's snaky.
Sneaky.
Snaky.
Snaky. They're very dexterous, as you guess, from their initiative. And that's why they use bows and daggers and stuff like that.
Alrighty. I'm gonna head over by the prince, and so if I get a tiny bit more information about the box the prince is in, it's like a block of ice. Does it look like a defensive thing or something that like it was enchanting him?
It looks like a defensive thing.
Okay. Alrighty. And so I wouldn't know any of their weaknesses.
For the Gorgon?
Yeah.
I mean, they're weak to being hit a lot. They have petrifying gazes. If it removes its mask, it can use that. They're, I mean, they're pretty formidable warriors.
Mm-hmm.
The CR is 7. You would know that with the 24.
I don't remember CRs. Does that mean individually it's supposed to be like take a level 7 group, or that it's supposed to with other things take a level 7 group?
What?
I'm trying to remember how what a CR actually means.
A party of 4.
Okay, so it is okay. It's not super underleveled. It's just like fine.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds fine.
Where do you want to move?
I was going to go move near the prince.
Okay. Now it is Raz's turn.
Cool.
You have precise shot.
Uh,
What happened there? I clicked next turn and it gave you 34 freaking.
and Louis has 30.
You guys.
Now, talk about it.
That means I get a bunch of decks, right? I just innately
turns.
Oh no! Since
39 on a d20.
since my score went up, or my initiative went up 24, it means I gain 24 decks, or I guess 48 decks.
No, you just rolled that. You just rolled that well, is what it means.
All right, so
anything.
Yes, I do have precise shot.
I now get to roll a d50 instead of a d20 whenever I'm making.
You're gonna
rolls.
get some minuses for trying to shoot through a cloud of debris that Gunnar has just knocked loose.
Is this snake person less than 30 feet away from me though?
No.
Okay, so no point blank shot, but precise shot, so it's just a regular fucking shoot her in the face shot.
Yes. She's laying on top of Gunnar, so it would be a very tricky shot normally, but you're good at shooting.
Well, I can not spend my move action to study target, get +2.
Just don't.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I didn't know Raz was such a voyeur.
20.
20. That hits.
Woo! She takes 14 damage.
You shoot her like right in the shoulder. Ow.
Oh, now I no longer have 69 ammo.
Oh.
Nice. Or not nice.
That's nice.
X nice. Okay. 14 points of damage.
Cool, that's my turn.
Now it is Snake Friend.
Oh, their friend.
Snake friend is presumably somewhat upset.
Snack friend. Snack friend. Snack friend.
And
Snake
having
friend,
fallen
what's your
and
CMD,
then
Gunner?
getting shot.
Your CMD?
It's something. Let me check.
Should be enough.
Defense is 31.
Oh man, you have some CMD.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so if she rolls a natural 20, she's got you.
You said 31?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's a monk.
Motherfucker, how?
It's what I do.
Well, she got a 17, so she fails to. Does she get any bonuses? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She need way too many bonuses. +4 racial, +2. Nope. Okay, you get away.
Huzzah!
She tries to wrap you up, but you fight her off. She then uses. She kind of rears up, pulls out her bow, and tries to fire back at Raz.
Oh dear.
What's your AC, Raz?
My AC is 17.
Okay,
Not 31.
she definitely hits you, but does she get a critical?
Ow.
No, she does not get a critical. Are you ready? 7. Whoa. Okay. So you take 7 points of physical damage
Okay, that's fine.
and 4 poison.
Ow.
You just got hit with like a big ass arrow.
Okay, I go to 52.
Is your mom home? Okay. That's her. 31. Yeah. Snake friend's now got it. Okay. Screw it.
Yes. I don't know, something today, I guess.
Okay. Now it's Ren's turn. Finally.
I rush up with my greatsword and power attack her. Right.
She's still directly on top of Gunner, so be careful.
Gunner can take it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I really can.
Yeah, that is true. It does have a lot of health.
Also, would you have to beat his AC to actually damage him?
I don't know.
As we've seen, that might not be possible.
Okay,
I rolled crap damage anyway.
yeah, you definitely hit her, and you got a 1 for damage. So let's see. Okay, I
Wait.
got it. She's
I got
bleeding.
2 ones.
Oh my god.
You got 2 1?
2d6.
Yeah. Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, tink. Got her. You're like, how?
Precision hit for not that much damage.
But you definitely hit her. Is there anything else you can do or want to
Yeah,
do?
this turn order is not happy with something.
I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, I just gave up trying to fix it. It's now that, guys.
I want to know if it keeps ticking further up.
Or if it just doesn't like the decimals.
So you're standing in between. Okay. So you just kind of sprinted up. I'm going to have you stand. So, Gunner, your head is kind of in between Herin's legs.
Okay. I can work with this.
On the ground. So it's like a clusterfuck. Everyone's all tangled up over there. Lily, it's your turn.
There is another word for that.
No. I fixed it. It does increase forever.
Oh my.
You now have a 72 on a d20.
By
I
being
don't know,
very
look at it.
skilled.
It keeps increasing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oh, I killed Lily.
All right. I'll see you next week.
See ya. I just wanted to fix Lily's name. So I guess Lily has to be a 60.
Or a 0.
Oh, it's because I did the round calculation. Oh. Oopsies. Okay, Hans.
Okay. I attempt to grapple Snake Friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's roll CMB.
Yes, CMB versus her MD. Too many stuffs.
23.
23. Defenses. In defenses, it's in statistics. Okay, so you grapple her.
Huzzah.
Now you can reposition or do other things you want. What do you want?
I didn't think that far ahead. I think I'll just lie here for now.
Okay, so you have her on the ground now.
Yes.
3, 4. Who's the last one? Friend. There you go. Everyone's 0. That's much better.
Is it?
I don't know. Lily, it's your turn.
So
Bryn runs over, barely slashes the snake lady.
Dink.
And then Gunnar reaches up, grabs her face, slams it in the ground. Like right in front of you. Like, whoa, okay.
So she is still, is there still a cloudy, dusty thing, or is that settled?
That's settled.
Oh, okay. Is her bow considered metal? Or is there metal in her bow? No? Darn it.
It's wood.
I figured. Man.
If it's made of metal, it makes it very hard to draw.
I mean, crossbows.
Yeah, they usually had a winch.
Yeah, but I don't know, she's a giant snake lady.
That's true.
It also could just be magical.
She's not that strong.
I don't know. She's a snake lady that was holding herself up on a pillar for God knows how long.
Oh, that's just because she's a snake. You don't have to be strong to be a snake. Just gotta be a snake. Just get a snake.
Snake is gonna snake.
Right now, she's technically restrained.
Mm-hmm. It's not really. I don't really have a lot of offensive spells. I thought I took one. I swear I took one. But
You try asking why she's attacking us and stuff.
Yeah, you do talk to it.
all right. So what would telling her to surrender be?
I talk.
I know, but like, what kind of check would I have to make for that?
Well, it depends on how you want to tell her. You'd be like, hey, it looks like we got you pinned here. Do you want to chill out or surrender or die? Like, what do you want?
That's fair. So,
Play to your strengths.
yeah. So I guess, like, she's kind of you're kind of in a bit of a pickle here. If you throw down your weapon, we might be able to talk this out.
So she just lets go of the bow. Since Gunner's kind of got her, like, I imagine he's like holding her head down to the ground and like grabbing her arm and twisting it around. She's like, okay. All right.
Right, who has rope? Or wait, Gunner, Gunner has the cuffs. We're gonna just assume Gunner has the cuffs.
Sure.
Do you actually have cuffs?
Probably not.
If I'm told I have cuffs, I have cuffs.
That's not how that works, Gunner.
I'm
All I'm
pretty sure
saying
it
is I don't know what they've been doing over there, but I mean, hey, they might have cuffs. Who might have shamed them?
I am not going to get into a sexual roleplay with one of my players. It's just
Okay.
not gonna happen. We'll just let everything be read between the lines if you want that way, but nothing ever's going to be explicit. That's for sure.
Oh dear.
All right, so we'll get the rope.
Unless they're drow, then everything's going to be sweet, sexy times. But no,
Oh my.
So next campaign, everyone's playing Drow.
everyone's playing drow, sweet, sexy times that no one will enjoy.
That's fair. I mean,
So-
they'll enjoy not enjoying it, but
So Gunner, she kind of stops resisting.
Okay. I do have rope.
You just want to tie up her hands?
Sure. I'm not exactly sure what the best way to restrain a snake lady is.
But you can't exactly tie up her body.
Oh, can I?
I thought this wasn't gonna be a sex thing.
It seems that we don't have a choice. I don't think you can. How would you tie it? I guess you could tie the snake itself in a knot, but what?
Just don't worry about it.
Okay, so we'll just say her hands are restrained. She's keeping her face firmly planted into the ground.
That's fine.
I guess we can tie the mask on so it doesn't slide off.
The mask is broken.
Do I want to sacrifice my hat? No, I'll just risk it. I like my hat.
What are you risking?
Being turned to stone.
Yeah. So I could use my hat and tie it to her face as a new mask.
That is a thing that you could do.
But I'm not going to, because I like my hat too much. It's big and floppy.
Of course. Okay. This is the kind of session that I needed. So, what are you doing? Are you picking up her?
Gunner laying down with the snake lady, talking about his big and floppy items. Gunner did it, not me.
No, you did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she starts to speak. She's like, "You're not grave robbers."
No.
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 And
Well, I mean, it depends on your point of view.
don't talk your way into trouble.
The only thing we intend to take from here is something that was not meant to be here.
That she says that is fine, and then just leave this place.
But
But
We do need to talk to the boy.
I mean, yeah, that's she's saying that's fine.
Yeah.
Like we're allowed to take things that aren't meant to be here. So that includes him.
she's just like, "Please leave. Please stop pinning me to the ground. Please stop."
Do you know anything about the statues out in the hallway?
Yeah.
Just having a casual conversation with the snake lady that Hobbs is sitting on.
Yeah.
And she's still got her face in the ground. She's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
And just every other sentence is just, please stop.
I guess I'm gonna go do a which one? Background? No, adventure. Oh, heal. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a heal check on Raz who got shot.
Okay. Oh
Wait.
yeah, a blackness spreading from his wound in his his side.
I'm just like, yeah, this hurts.
Yeah, I can't feel my left leg anymore.
Like, Raz is like, I'm not sure which is worse, the pain or the scene in front of me.
What? Wait. Could I weave a basket to serve as a new mask for her? Since I do have a skill for that.
Using what materials?
I don't know. Is it like straw around or something?
No.
It's been turned to stone already.
You just have some. You just have some. Go ahead. I quit.
Okay.
Next week, we welcome the gingerbread witch into this.
Okay, so
Wait, 16 on my basket weaving check.
You do it.
Why is that a thing you have?
You make a little basket and just like there.
Yeah.
Now she says thank you.
You're welcome.
Then she starts talking to you. She says that she's one of the guardians of this place, and she's supposed to protect against intruders, from like they were contracted like thousands of years ago.
That's a pretty lengthy contract.
Well, she didn't sign it, but yes.
Do I know how long Gorgons live?
Like 200 years at most.
Well, time to be on our way.
It's just like you can leave. Just stop hurting me, and don't take anything.
So other than the
other than Crystal Kid over here.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's not technically part of the tomb. You can take him.
Can you undo the statues?
No, that's a one-way process.
Well, I'm sure the clerics can do something about that.
And she also clarifies that she didn't do that. That was a different Gorgon.
Okay, so I guess we're just going to start dragging all of these statues back to the train.
Is there anything we may borrow in return in reparation for the damage done to our friends?
You kind of bargain something?
Yes.
Give me your diplomacy check, you bitch.
I'm debating casting a spell first. Boost it.
What do you have to lose?
All right, so I'm not going to do the full on because the other ones I think take a lot more time to set up, and like are like 10-minute cast or an hour cast. But I will just do enhanced diplomacy, which is a cantrip that gives me +2 on a single diplomacy or intimidate check. So I'm going to get +2 to this roll.
And you're going to roll it right now.
So I got a 41.
Hey, Blaine, do you want to play a Medusa?
We're just going to become party.
I don't know. She obviously feels guilty for turning the friends of stone. Do we need another ranged archer, though? No, we don't.
No, we got plenty of
Well,
ranged
that all
options.
depends. Am I still dying?
No. The poison has stopped. You have not recovered your hit points yet, though.
Good.
I guess she can give you. She will let you copy the The Journal of Saztok, I guess. You can do that.
The Journal of Sass Talk?
Yes, the Journal of Sass Talk.
Sass Talk.
Which allows us to summon the character that will become Blaine's character, the sassiest talker.
No, it's the guy who punched Tiamat to death.
Oh.
I'll accept it.
It's like he was an orc, so it's written in old Orcish,
Yeah.
which I'm sure you can probably read.
Untie her, by the way.
Okay. She goes over, she puts her hand inside the tomb, a little drawer is revealed, she pulls it out, and there's like a bunch of stuff. There's like some bracers in there. There's like the grossest looking sandals, and an old book. And she lets you copy it, I guess, while the other ones, and she's watching you the entire time with her basket.
Wait. We get some dye, and we put a big smiley face on the basket mask.
While the rest of you are sliding the statues outside of the tomb. It takes a while, but Lily, you copy. Give me what? What kind of roll would that be? Linguistics. You probably have a lot of that.
A little bit.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah. So you fully copy it. You actually make 2 copies of it. And you actually you have one in Old Orcish and one that's in Common. And you're like, thanks! A lot of this is detailing his life growing up, the way that he trained, his specific ways of eating spells and turning them into arcane force that he can use to punch with, stuff like that.
Ooh. This is all kinds of fancy stuff.
Yeah. So Gunnar, if you study that for like 2 weeks, you can probably eat low-level spells that are flung at you.
I 100% want to do this.
And then you can convert it into elemental energy to punch with.
Huzzah.
But you're not being trained, you're just reading it from a book, so there will be a failure chance.
I can work with that.
Don't worry, guys, I got this fireball. Okay. So then you guys carry the boy back. The boy slowly thaws out, and he's eventually the crystal seems to just kind of shimmer and disappear, just like. And the boy comes to life, and he is like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
I show the crest and say that Stephanie sent us.
Where is she? Is she okay?
She's back at 40 McFort Place.
The North Wall.
Yeah, 40 McFort Place.
40 McFort. Well, he kind of chills out at the sight of this grandmotherly gnome.
Shorter than him.
Yeah. And so you guys bring him back, and we'll save the actual being back for next time.
Woo!
And Blaine's gonna wave.
We succeeded.
I'm waving as well.
As am I.
The only reason he attacked you is because you guys wanted to prop open the door.
Really? Propping open the door is what set her off.
Well, yeah, you guys did prop it open by breaking it.
You propped it open by breaking it.
Yeah. I rolled to see what Tyler would do, and he was like, "I'm gonna break the door." I'm like, "Okay, dice. Whatever you do." Okay. No brands. I'm gonna stop the broadcast now.
Boop.